Hello, people. Good morning. Are people moving over? Are we here? Are we there? Where are we? Where am I? Where are we? Boulette Blanche, hello. Inna. Okay. I'm just waiting for people to cross over. Hello, Inna. Lisa is joining but is having a problem. Who is here? If you're here, could you just give me a little cuckoo on the live chat on YouTube or in Facebook? It doesn't matter which one. Just to see who's around. I guess I could start right on time because you guys can just go back to the beginning. But aloha. Hello. Armel. Hello, Armel. Good morning. Lisa. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. Okay. I think a few more people are crossing over. Crossover children. Is the music too strong? It's just a little background music so that I have some accompaniment for myself. Bon, crossing over. Who is here? Just to make sure I don't neglect anybody. Is Crystal here and Saskia here? Saskia. Lisa. Loving the music. Okay, cool. I guess I posted good morning on my regular. Oh. Okay, I didn't say good morning in the Pilates box. So let me just do that. Sorry, I'm taking a little bit more time this morning because we have time. I hope you have time. And not to hurry, haste. Let me get to the Pilates group. Good morning in the Pilates group. Good morning here too. We're getting there, folks. I swear I'm going to start soon. Okay. Post. And share. Okay, so if you don't have it by now, you're probably not going to get it. But Okay, here we go. Let me just make sure this is cool. We need some more light. So to begin, let's start. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining. Let's go with a large base. Feet are substantially apart and slightly outside of the hip width so that we have a nice, easy, wide base. And here we'll take the simple task of building friction in this cooler weather and this rainy, humid weather. Let's build some warmth from this friction. And, with the lack of movement, anyway, I'm having a lot less movement than usual. I feel like my body needs the channels, the energetic channels need to be opened. So this morning, the warm-up is going to dedicate itself to opening up the channels for the circulation of energy and for the blood also to travel through the body and the oxygen, of course. So breathe. This is a soft and quick and vigorous friction building task. We don't have to press so much into the midline, but feel a little bit of the opposition between left side and right side and left side. Yeah, so I'm pushing a little bit into the midline, already balancing my both sides, left and right and left. And now I'm going to press a little bit more firmly into that center line, really warming up the heels of the hands, the palms of the hands. And of course, I'm needing the oxygen. I can feel the need. So I take it and I keep pressing. And now let's go for the gold a little bit more, but press really firmly into your midline. Develop that warmth between the hands. We'll use it afterwards. Okay, take that warmth into the face. Give yourselves a facelift. Now, if you pressed as much as I did, you can feel the warmth like I do. So we'll feel that warmth in our face-lifting facial massage together. Pull the flesh, the skin, the muscles of the face, not only back, but up. Up is necessary. Yeah. Pull all of that softness or anything that might be tense up and let it go. And again, a couple more times, spreading the face backward and up, but also opening the regard and the focus towards the front. And then take the 10 fingers. We'll move. It's a moving massage with the 10 fingers going through the scalp. So I'm taking the base of the skull, the back of the neck, and I'm moving up and I'm giving myself some sort of hairdo that I don't even want to see, but I'm pulling already the skin of the head and the face up. Yeah, I'm lengthening. Yeah, and a last time, and then really take a moment, lift the skull higher slightly. Be gentle, but be firm. And then go up with the arms. I'll step back so that the full body is in the picture. Lengthen. So lift the point of the 10 fingers that have assembled themselves up through the ceiling. So start using your imagination. You're going through the ceiling. Yeah, through however many floors are above you and through the rooftop even. Lengthen your flanks. And then from here also think about giving some of your investment, some of your consciousness into your knees. Lift the kneecaps. Yeah, open behind the knees. Then see if you are evenly placed between left and right side. And then soften. And then we'll take the hands into the back. Yeah, and here we'll make also more friction in the kidney area and the lumbar area. Really give yourselves a good friction building massage. Okay, from here, just take the left hand over the right shoulder. Now, most of you have done this one already before, but this is a whole little routine to also entice, to inspire the circulation of the energy. Yeah, it's coming from a Qigong, very ancient wisdom, Qigong exercise. Yeah, so we're bringing the back over. So I'm bringing the flesh across the shoulder blade, up and over my collarbone and down into the chest. Yeah, so I'm giving myself a little slap. And then here, I'm going down the arm in a circular, spherical motion. Yeah, so I really want to make sure that I'm making it circular, not just up and down and lateral and back and forth, but circular. I go across the hand, inside of the hand, across the top of the hand, and then I go outside of the arm, and I'm really going like a little car wash. Yeah, all the way up. Second time, I'm going to press a little bit more firmly, giving myself a little bit more pressure. Therefore, a little bit more reaction from the body. The body will respond. So I'm pressing into the flesh, into the muscles, and giving myself a circular massage, going across the shoulder. Third time, I press a lot more. Press. And come across and up again. This is the last time on that side. So we'll go from right to left. Take the right hand and you're pulling. I'm giving myself a little slap. Yeah, I'm pulling that shoulder blade flesh area over to the front. And then from here, we're going down circularly again. Inside the opposite arm, I think you should be on the left also. Inside of the hand and fingers and up the arm. And we'll go down again. I keep reminding myself circularly because it's actually not so easy. You tend to go front and back and front and back. Make it circular. Really make sure that you're going circularly. Circular. That's the second time. And now third time, we'll press even more so strongly, firmly into the inside of the arm. Circular movement across the hand, top of the hand, back up. Yeah. And now here we'll take the knuckles into the lower back and we'll knead the flesh and the muscles along the sides of the spine. Yeah, just give yourselves a few times. Really press the knuckles into the sides of your back. And again. And then we're moving into the locomotion, the Supremes. We'll take the sides of the hips and thighs. Again, it's the word of the morning, circularly massaging the body. Let's go down the body, dropping the head outside of the legs in a circular fashion across the outside line, tops of the feet, and then I go on to the inside line of the legs, circularly traveling up into the groins, pubic bone, outsides of the pelvis, and then the sides again. Do the locomotion. Somebody is trying to get a touch. We're going down the outside of the legs and up the insides. And third time, press a little bit more intensely. And traveling down, releasing the head, and coming up again. And then here we'll have just a little pitter-patter first button, pubic bone. Loose wrists, people. Oxygenate. Traveling up to the belly button, fourth button, fifth button, sternum, and then we'll just take the lungs. Now, take one side of your body, take the leg, the thigh, come down, bending both legs and come up. We have an inhale down. Excellent. What I'm looking for is a synchronization with the breath and an easy floating head at the suspended balance. So when I come up, I'm collecting myself. Each time I'm determining how I'm standing, where I'm standing, and I'm trying also to release and to release the weight down and to float the upper body up. Change sides, and you're bending and going in breath, out breath. Soften the chest. Okay, from here, I have my pants on that are somehow falling off. Open the legs much wider than the hips. Yeah. From here, we'll turn one heel out and the opposite heel. Well, actually, yeah, it's turning in. It's going out. This heel is going out, and then this one is turning out also, but in the opposite direction. We're on 2 feet. We're bending both knees. Now, in this situation, what I want to do is try to understand the placement and the direction or the movement in my pelvis. I'm having the left foot forward, so I want to take the left hip back and the right side of my pelvis forward. I don't want to force it. I just want to encourage this alignment, yeah? This movement. So the left hip would go back, the femur head and hip will go back, and the right side of my pelvis forward. Now from there, I'm going to go onto the left foot, stretching through the ankle, and I'm going to balance for a moment, and I want to keep my body soft and moving. So I'm going to articulate through the ankle that's in the air and articulate through the wrists so that my body is still supple and moving as I establish the balance on one foot. So I'm not holding. I'm trying still to be very aquatic plant life-like, yeah, but I'm stabilizing also, all the while on this left foot. Yeah, and then from here, we're going to go just to the other side, yeah? So we'll start in the middle. We'll turn that heel, I'm calling it out. Other one goes out also, but in the other direction. And then from here, we'll bend both legs and roll now. I'm rolling the pelvis around, taking the right side of my pelvis back, left side forward. And I'm not rigid or pushy with my body. I'm more searching for a nice way to move in that direction or in those directions. Yeah. So I'm squaring off the pelvis, aligning my hips, and then I'm going forward onto the right leg, and I'm lifting eventually that foot, and there I go into my rotary articulations in the wrist and in that ankle. Yeah. And stabilizing all the while on the right foot, and trying to stay soft also in the spine and in the torso and in the belly. So allow yourselves a little moment of experimentation. Yeah, just moving the limbs and reducing the base. Yeah, you're standing on one leg, usually two, I think, right? Okay, and then from here, I'm getting a little bit, I don't know, overwhelmed by this confinement. From here, come back into the center, and we'll just go to the floor now. Yeah. From here, I'd like to start, first of all, on the knees. I'll go profile, just releasing, wow, what a beautiful rain. Releasing your pelvis on the sit bones onto the heels, and just allowing the spine to be neutral for a moment. There was something that I wanted to do. I knew that. Let's go back up to standing just to get this clear. So we're already standing in a wide position, but not so wide. From here, just slightly more open than the hips with the feet. Thumbs on the belly button, middle fingers, index fingers on the pubic bone. Now, let's take the weight forward, and just a couple times, you're going to just practice the clear and defined hollowing movement of the belly button going into the back with an exhalation. You'll add to that the pelvic floor, which is lifting to meet the belly button, which is traveling back, and the pelvic floor up. So let's take a few exhalations to really understand that movement. Keep the weight going forward as if almost you were going to fall forward, and that your heels are becoming light because of this shift with the weight going forward to the toe side. And really lifting the pelvic floor. Belly button back, pelvic floor up. Breathe. Oh, that nice rain sound. So nice. My heels are very light, folks. My weight is really falling to the forward side. Now, I'm having to adjust always because I'm often on my right. I'm leaning or catering towards my right side. So I want to be right in the middle, right in between left and right evenly. Repeat. Okay, now we can go to the floor. Back to that position. Knees are just as wide as the hips. Sitting, same exercise. Lifting the pelvic floor and pulling the belly button back. Now, whilst this is going on, we're also trying to attain the optimal length of the spine. So I'm in my completely neutral, curvy, natural alignment in my back. And at the same time, I'm trying to work very specifically with the belly button going in towards the back and the pelvic floor coming up to meet that. Don't worry, folks, we're really going to have a challenge because once we start, we're going to move and flow all the way to the end. Thorough warm-up. Lift the pelvic floor, hollow out the belly, keep lengthening your back. Now, we'll do the same thing on all fours. Come out onto all fours. And here, again, lengthened spine, tailbone and crown of the head moving away from each other. Exhalations equal the lifting of the belly button and the rendezvous with the movement of the pelvic floor. Yeah. And a rendezvous in the body. Repeat. Repeat. Breathe. Make sure you're establishing also your best habits with the wrists and hands and elbows. So you've got the hands cupped, fingers moving into the center line of each hand. Yeah, and then you've got also the shoulders rolling in an outwardly fashion and the elbows that are lengthened. So
pull the points of the elbows into the extension of the arms. And now tuck your toes under. Let's lift the knees. Let's increase the challenge. In breath. Exhale, and without disturbing the spine. Repeat. And repeat. And repeat. Now take a little curve in the lower back with your exhalation. Round the lower back. Pubis goes to belly button. In breath and inhale. Inhalation and extend. Exhalation, round a bit. In your lower back, roll the pelvis. And inhalation. Exhalation. Inhalation, extension. Exhalation and inhalation. Exhalation. Inhalation. Exhalation. Now with your exhalation, lengthen the legs slightly. Yeah, bring the knees higher. And now still allow the weight to fall into the heels of the hands. The weight is falling evenly into the left and right hand. Yeah, I'm looking between my thumbs. Here I'm going to spread my fingers. You can even lift your fingers, spread them out, make jazz hands. Yeah. And then from there, press the heels of the hands into the floor. Stretch your back from the mat, from the contact of the hands with the mat. Stretch through the heels of the hands all the way through the arms and the flanks of the body. Stretch the legs. And then lay the hands back into the floor and start pumping your heels down into your mat. Yeah, now if your heels are not able to reach the mat, step them in a bit or move the hands back. And no need to press too hardly or firmly. Just try to open behind the legs. Now, once you've attained that, or you've attained how far you can get down with the heels, let's be here for a moment. Stretch through the back, lift the sit bones, and then release the head, and be there. Now, I'd like you to lift your kneecaps. I'm working with my focus, a carrying focus into as much of the body as possible at one time. So I'm also very conscientious about the length behind my legs. The kneecaps are lifted, yeah? I'm rolling the sit bones up, yeah, and lengthening the back. And let's come forward. Okay, from here, let's efficiently turn ourselves just right around. We'll go directly onto our backs. So find your back, be here for a moment. Find that 90-degree angle between the lower leg and thigh, yeah? And just allow the body to situate for a moment. Arms by your sides. I'm going to lengthen the back of my neck and head by pulling the scalp a bit so that I'm stretching behind the neck. And I'm also going to take the flesh of my bum forward. So I'm also allowing a little bit more length to occur. And then from here, in my neutral spine, neutral, very clearly neutral, with a balancing point around the sacrum and the curve of the back existing, I'm going to still again work with the pelvic floor and the belly button and that intersection of those directional movements a few times. In breath. Exhalation, hollow out the belly, lift the pelvic floor. Inhalation. I'm thinking of widening my body when I bring the oxygen in. Exhalation, hollowing. Inhalation. Exhalation, hollow and lift the pelvic floor. Breathe in. With your exhalation now, push the heels of the feet into the floor and just lift the pelvis high. You all have enough experience. Lift the pelvis high. Yeah, come into the bridge, supine curl. Now, lift the arms as well and see that in between the shoulder blades, you're able to sink your chests, the sternum plate, down into your mats. Yeah, so lifting the arms will give you a better impression of that. Now, keep lifting the middle of the buttocks up. Try to press evenly both heels of the feet into the floor and lift well. Yeah. Now pull the knees forward. Yeah. Lift the middle of the buttocks. And then from here, we're just going to roll easily down into the floor, bit by bit, lying one vertebra and the space between the vertebrae down into my mat, down into your mats, all the way until, again, you're in your neutral spine. Second button, sacral button, is the most difficult for me. And so I take a little bit more time. And now from here, take the arms into a deep rotation in the shoulders. Yeah, roll the hands back in. It's as if you have an imaginary ball between the hands. Take that ball over the head, frame the face. Engage the belly and sink your chests down. Inhalation. Return to the perpendicular line, and then exhalation. Is that a word, perpendicularity? Inhalation, come back to perpendicularity. Lisa can correct me. Exhalation, and take your ball behind you. Engage the belly. Soften the chest if possible. Inhalation. And exhalation. Inhalation, lift the arms. Now with your exhalation, lift the head, carry the arms forward. Now, release the pelvis in this direction, forward, so that your coccyx is grounded, yeah? Neutral spine. Exhalation. Now I'm going to push the arms down into the floor. Inhalation, come back. Exhalation, be there for a moment. Exhalation, stay here. Hollowing, neutral spine. Inhalation, lift the head. Exhalation, float the arms off the floor, lift the chest higher. Inhalation, lower the head and arms. Exhalation, be here for a moment. Hollow, lift the pelvic floor. Inhalation, lift the neck and head. Exhalation, lift the arms, deepen the hollowing. Now from here, let's lift the arms to the ears, lay the shoulders, neck, and heads down. Exhalation to come up into your C curve. Inhalation to roll back. Exhalation to come up. Repeat. And up. Repeat. And up. Repeat. And bring your knees together. Let's make some juice between the inner thighs and the knees and the inner ankles and calves. Squeeze some lemons and limes and grapefruits between the bones of the legs so you have a firm, parallel mermaid tail. Exhalation, lift the knees, develop the legs, turn the thighs out. Take the legs forward. And let's begin hundreds. Exhale. Inhalation. And up. 2. And 3. And up. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. Lower the legs a little bit more. Challenge yourselves. And bring the knees in. Here, spread the center line. Yeah, bring the knee into the armpit, leg away from your body, and change a few times. And, I've got the wall in front of me. And change. And change. And change. And change. Okay, bring the legs into a parallel tabletop. Come up. Now from here, immediately sink the lower back down, roll, and come up. And roll, and come up. And just finding the back skin
into the floor. Back skin, lower back skin, meeting your mats. Okay, from here, I'm going to lengthen my legs, preparing for a roll up. Strong mermaid tail. And then from here, I'm going to curve over, lifting the belly back into my spine as I reach with the top of my head towards my feet. Then I'm bringing the rib cage back. Now, from here, it's as if you still have that beach ball between the heels of the hands. Roll the back into the floor. Frame the head. So we'll have an exhalation here. My frame is less far back because of the furniture. So inhalation, carry the ball over the pelvis. Exhalation, come up. Inhalation, carry the ribs back. Soften your chest, soften the shoulders, and roll down. Inhalation, up with the head and arms. Exhalation. Hollow. Inhalation. And inhalation. Exhalation. Inhalation. Inhalation. Inhalation back. Exhalation. Okay, I'm going to move, otherwise I'll hit the couch. Let's lift the legs perpendicular. Yeah, find, first for a moment, just find also the knees bent and your extended spine. So we have a little intermission with the challenge. So just allowing this neutral spine to exist and this awareness of how you're balancing. Your belly is engaged, yeah? And I'm pulling my heels into a center line. In fact, holding a coin between my heels. I'm going to lengthen the legs and again, develop the center line even more. I'm going to use the arms down. I'm going to take an out breath. Exhale is what I want to say. Exhalation. Divide, flex. Exhale, roll down. Connection, inhale. Exhalation. Inhalation. Exhalation, roll down. Inhalation, assemble. Exhalation. Open. Exhalation. Now keep the opening. Take the heels over. Connection. Exhale, roll down. Inhalation. Exhalation. Connection. And all the way to the bottom. Last time. Inhalation, open. Exhalation. Now from here, hang out here for a moment. You can drop the feet over the head. Yeah, press well with the arms into the floor and lift the back skin up. Now, redirect the legs. Bring them into a parallel line with the floor. And now, just from here, roll the chest deeper into the floor. Roll the back into the floor. Find the mat with your spine. And we'll move right along to circles. Let's take the right leg down. I have to move again because of the furniture and the architecture. Let's bring left leg up. We'll take a stretch. So from here, let's come up with the body. Now find this coordination. Square off the hips. Yeah, so even in the hips. Press the right leg down. Roll through your back. Open your elbows and then pull that leg with you. I open the elbows so that I'm pulling my torso towards the leg, and then I lay my shoulders, neck, and head into the floor, and I open behind this leg. Breathing. Pulling. Now I'm going to free that leg. I'm going to take 5 circles in. Exhalation. Change directions. Inhalation, exhalation. Exhale. Change legs. Let's Bicycle to the other side. Come up, take that leg. Now, find the coordination so that you can, pull your torso towards the leg, leg towards the torso, and then roll through the small of your back. Okay, pulling, 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 opening, 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 opening. Okay, so from here, give yourselves a moment to stretch and also to identify with the length of your back and also the squareness of your pelvis. Try to lengthen the flank of the side of which you're holding the leg. So I have my right leg, so I want my right flank, the side of my torso, to be as long as the opposite flank. Then I'm going to let go of that lengthened leg and I'm going to circle. Inhale, exhale. Change directions and inhalation, exhalation. Bend this knee. We'll use this knee as a leverage. We'll come right on up, rounding the body. Now, let's find the balance. Pull the legs in. You're cradling your arms. Now, just a couple times. Inhalation, lift the belly. Exhalation, pull the belly button back. Inhalation, lift the belly. Try to make your balancing point in between the coccyx and the sit bones, not on the coccyx only, but more forward. Exhalation, round the back. Inhalation, lengthen the belly. Exhalation, round, belly goes back. And now inhalation, roll and rock. Roll and rock. And elbows on the knees for a stronger challenge. And up. And up. And up. And okay, we're going into single leg stretch. I'm going to still mind the architecture and furniture. Take one leg behind you, extend the other. Now, lift the chest. Yeah. Relax your backs. Yeah, and change. 6, 7, 8. We'll do a double leg stretch. Crescent moon, just like the moon that we're having lately. It's a new one. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. Let's take scissors. Let's pull 1, 2, and change. 1, 2, change. I'm taking the calves. Okay, let's bend the knees. Take the hands underneath the sacrum. Extend your legs. Let's take them into a parallel with strong flexion in the ankles. Extend the heels. Take an inhalation. There's a small curvature in the back. Before we go, just situate the pelvis. Find also what it means, this lifting of the back of the pelvis. It means that your lower back is more protected. Yeah, it can't hyperextend with the weight of the legs going forward. So there's a little bit of a curve. Here, we can intensify the strength and length of the legs. Pull those heels through to the 10th floor. Now take that length and that vigorous activity in the legs forward. Inhale. Exhale, come up with the head, up with the legs. Now keep the head up. Inhalation, legs go low. Exhalation, belly. Bend. Now we'll take crisscross. You're already up. Find your tabletop. Divide the knees, but connect well the heels. Yeah. Now from here, twist. Take the right breast to the left thigh. Extend the right leg. Come back into the center, opposite sides. One last one. Come into the middle. And now roll around in your hip sockets, yeah? Loosen yourselves. Free the bones from the flesh. Allow the skeleton, just with this movement in the hip sockets, the skeleton skull can move within the encasement of the skin, change directions, and we really need a severe directional change. I'm talking to myself. Change is coming. Change directions again, and loosen, and again, change directions, and now I'm going to use my thighs to come up. I'm going to lengthen my legs in a parallel. I'm already there, actually. Now we're going to take spine stretch. Let's round over like a palm tree in a hurricane. Inhalation, come up. Exhalation. Inhalation up. Exhalation. Inhalation. The connection between the softness of the chest is where the first curve comes. Softness, and there's a softening in opposition. There's a softening and a very clear hollowing. So this is oppositional. There's a release and a point of strength. Inhalation. And now from here, I'm going to just close the window because otherwise it's going to be crazy cold. We're going into open leg rocker. Open leg rocker. So bring your feet in. Bring the feet in. I'm assuming everybody's there. Don't worry. I'm going to keep going anyway. That's how crazy it is these days. The hands are on the tops of the ankles. I'm still trying to balance on. Actually, take the feet forward. Now, really feel before we go what you're sitting on. Yeah, I mean, I don't mean your mat or the floor, but that contact with the sit bones and the mat, that's your point of balance. Now, from there, I can lift the belly and drag your feet in, but try not to shift too much back. Yeah, you want to be, it's difficult, I know, because the feet don't want to slide on my mat anyway, but try to stay forward with your balance, forward onto the sit bones. Round the lower back, belly coming in, lift the chest. Yeah, open. Now, extend the legs. It's not the first time for any of you. Roll the thighs in and out. Just enjoy balancing here. Yeah, open the chest. Yeah, strongly. Lift, lift. Round the lower back. Now, I think I have enough room. I'm going to go directly back. In breath, out breath. In. I think I'm in between two planks of wood floor with the crease right in my back. Inhalation, exhalation, soft balance. Find it. I'm looking for something. Yeah. Inhalation. I'm looking for this soft balance. Inhalation. Now from here, let's take an easygoing corkscrew. The arms are going to go down. The legs are going to go up. Now from here, let's take a circle to the left side and up. Down the right side, up the left, and so forth. And inhalation, exhalation up. Inhalation, exhalation. Last time, inhalation, exhalation. Bend the knees, rock up to sitting. Now from here, let's take the saw, but we'll only open the legs as wide as the mats, as your mats. Let's open and expand the elbows and arms. That was something that I wanted to do in the beginning class. We'll do that at the end. Let's twist, and now it's the same as spine stretch. Lift this, this abdominal wall, the obliques, up as you dive forward. I counted to 3. I'm twisting to the opposite side, opening the shoulders and lifting the obliques. Inhalation. Twist and 2, 3.
Exhalation, 1, 2, 3. Repeat. And repeat. And okay, come up. Let's bring the legs together. We'll go directly into our plank. Turn yourselves over. Yeah, separate the feet already. Now, just give yourselves a moment of balance. Determine or discern the distribution of the weight. How are you doing it? Are you really even? Evenly giving the weight into the left and right foot and hands. Then I'm lowering down, extending the legs. We'll take the swan dive, and we'll take, it's Saturday, so let's really go for it. You can take the baby version or the version that I'm taking, but from here, ground the pubic bone, lift the belly, inhalation, come up. Now when I go down, I'm going to open my arms to the sides. I'm going to lift and deep. And catch myself or catch yourselves and come down. Wasn't that fun? From here, come back, release the back. I don't know if you can see me doing that. Then come forward after having rounded the back. Come into a low plank. So you're on your forearms. One hand is holding the fist. Come up. And now balance here for a moment. Let's take 10 leg lifts alternating. Lift one as high as the hip and lower. And 2, and 1, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. We'll take single leg kicks. So remain in this sphinx situation. Yeah, this high arc, this openness. Ground the pubic bone. The thighs are moving away from the center. Now one heel will go in, and lower. Opposite leg. And now I'm giving a certain amount of attention to the ending extension. Strong. Inhalation, inhalation, exhalation. Exhalation. In. Exhalation. Exhalation. And exhalation. And exhalation. Again. And we'll do double leg kicks, but only twice. Turn the face to the camera. You can take, or to the wherever your screen, so you can at least see the beginning. Take the hands into the middle of the back. Yeah, now really ground the pubic bone. Lift incredibly so your bellies, so you're protecting your lower back. From here you have 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. On the 3rd time, I coordinate the lowering of the legs with the lifting of my chest and movement of my neck and head. I change sides 1, 2, and 3, and I coordinate, lowering the legs, lifting and extending my spine. And 1, and 2, and 3. Ground the pubic bone and come up. And 1, 2, 3, and coming up, 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 up. And change 1, 2, 3, and coming up, 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 up. Last time, and 1, 2, 3, and up, 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 up. Okay, from here, just take your hands to the side and wiggle your hips from side to side, to and fro. And okay, tuck your toes under, come on up. Let's turn ourselves around. We'll take a neck pull front, a neck pull, not a pill, a neck pull front. Okay, I hope you're laughing with me because I'm laughing with myself. Okay, from here I have stretched legs and they're apart. They're larger and wider than my hips. I have this sort of hammock going on with my hands overlapped, yeah? And then I take my hands overlapping behind the base of the neck and head. I have an extended spine. I'm gonna press my thighs down and I'm gonna hyperextend my heels forward so the toes are pulling back. I'm gonna open up in a high diagonal, leaning slightly back. I'm gonna round
just about down to my sacrum. Inhalation. Exhalation, I'm going to bring my nose between my knees. Inhalation. Open, hinge back. Exhalation. Get this nice pull in the neck. Inhalation. Exhalation. Inhalation. Exhalation. Inhalation. Exhalation. Inhalation. You can go also less far back. Inhalation. Exhalation. Once more. Inhalation. Open up. Exhalation. Inhalation. Coming forward. Okay. From here, bring the legs together. Open up the arms. We'll just take a spiraling exercise. You have, as if somebody calls your name, you're going to look to one side. I'm just practicing, just going slightly into the spiral. Yeah, so we're building it up. But while I'm doing this just slightly, rolling the shoulders back and forth, I'm trying also to be aware of my pelvis. Is it also opening and stabilizing the pelvis? Now, if somebody called my name from behind with a burp at the same time, like I just did, I would go twice back, hello, and twice back, and twice back, and twice back, and exhale forward. Okay. From here, we will move right along into, where were we? Actually, we were about to do shoulder bridge. Let's lift, let's roll down. Let's go directly into a bridge with both legs together. Yeah, arms are serving for the balance. Let's lift into our bridge. Yeah, and then from here, pull the knees forward, sink the chest down, lift one leg. Yeah, now from here, take that leg down, knee to knee, and then swing. 3, 5, 6. Now meticulously meet the knee level, fold the leg under, feel the 2 feet supporting you, high pelvis, then opposite leg goes up. And from here, we have flexion in the ankle down, exhale, swing up. Knee to knee level, fold the leg in, keep lifting the pelvis, and then roll the back down. Okay. From here, we'll roll to the side. Good morning again, folks. I'm saying it again because you never replied. Okay, you can tell it's getting long. I'm going to support myself on my elbow today. So I have this elbow in line with my hip. So I'm really finding this extension. Opposite hand and arm are going into this support behind the head. Elbow is not twisting too far back. It's actually right over the shoulder. Yeah. And then from here, I'm bringing my legs forward, both of them, lifting the top leg. Yeah. Now from here, can I go back? Okay, I can go forward, forward, and back, back, and forward, forward, and back, back, and forward, and back, back, forward, forward, and back, back, forward, forward, and back and up and rotate. From here, I'm going down. Now, I'm going bend, out, down, down. Bend, out, down, up, down. Bend, out. Okay, from here, turn this leg in, hip level, height. We're going to circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change directions, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inner thigh stretch. I'm taking the ankle. I'm still lengthening the top flank. Here, this hip is going down. I'm going to carry the leg, the bottom leg, into the line of my spine. I have a very important, beautiful antique vase on that ankle, and I'm lifting, and lifting, and lifting. Oh, I have this ankle, and I think that's about 5. Now circle up. Change directions and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now release both legs. We'll go on to the bellies. We'll have our classical beats as a transition. Lift the belly, ground the pelvic floor, ground the pubic bone, lift the legs, and you're bringing the thighs in. Exhale and in. Exhale and in. And exhale and in. And release. Now we'll take the other side. You may have to do what I'm doing. I'm just changing sides. Start with the elbow underneath the shoulder, aligned with your hip. Yeah. Then take this hand in. Make sure the shoulder is stacking over the shoulder. Find a good balancing base. Bring the legs forward. Take the top leg higher. And then we'll go forward 1, 2, and back, and back, and deep, back, and up, back, and we're going up. From here we go down. Now we have bend, out, down, up, down, and now from here, turn that leg in. Now folks, if you're having problems being in this balance, excuse me for that. Uh-oh. 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 Are we still there? Are we still there? Uh-oh. I think I lost you. Did I lose you? Back in the room, yes. Where are we? Were we doing leg? Was it long time? It wasn't a long time? Okay, good. Okay, cool. We're lifting up and up and up and up. And now lengthening also the flanks of the torso. Circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and circle, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Both legs together. Now from here, just bend. We're coming back. We'll take a teaser. Now let's just try. Okay, we're going to go into a tabletop. Heels together, knees over the hips, feet in front of the knees, parallel lines with the tibias. Now, let's take the arms into the frame. We're going to practice. We're going to try. It's just an attempt, but we have to challenge ourselves. Let's really find first our balance, meaning the pelvis is happy, the lower back is happy, the belly and pelvic floor are serving. Let's try just from the beginning. Take an in-breath and come up with your arms cradling your knees, coming up, 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 up. Find your balance. Extend the legs, extend the arms. Exhale, come down. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation.
stretch. Inhalation, bend. Exhalation. Last time. Inhalation. Exhalation. Be here for a moment. Lift the arms, frame the head. Exhalation, lower the arms. Inhalation. Exhalation. Inhalation. Exhalation. Bend the knees. Okay, you've arrived. From here, we'll go into swimming. So I'm going to have to open a little bit further back. From here, go to the floor in a prone position. Ground your pubic bone, arms extended, forehead on the mat. Let's lift arms and legs, look forward and down, and swim. Each time I have an exhalation, I'm pulling the belly off the floor. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. Okay, from here, I'll move back onto my mat. We'll take leg pull front. Find your plank, well organized. Now, feet just as wide as the hips, long backs. Lift one leg, pull back 1, 2, 3, and pull forward. Small one today. Back, 2, 3, and forward. And back, 2, 3, and forward. And back, 2, 3, and forward. And back, 2, 3, and forward. Last time. Back, 2, and forward. Okay, let's bring the knees in. Let me check the time. Okay, it's 11:11. Okay, from here, let's take just a moment, cross leg, long spine, standing tall. I'm going to move profile. We're going to take a long diagonal line. Bring your hands into 4th and 5th, also known as sternum and diaphragm area. And extend. From here, I'm pitching my spine forward on a diagonal. I'm also taking my fingers like a dagger forward. Then I'm opening an épée en français. And open, then my hands are going like diamonds behind the back of the neck and head. And I'm shaving. I'm lifting my belly each time. I'm coming to vertical, into the verticality. I'm rolling the shoulders in, yeah? And in, I sound like an Australian. In, I'm rolling them in, and now I'm going back. And as if I'm going down a river, I'm paddling. Then I'm adding my head and chin. Okay, from here, let's reach in and take the ankles. We'll take the seal. We have a balance 1, 2, 3, roll back. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Come up. And from here, I'll go with you. We'll take 3 times. I'm going to go profile. Let's go right down, rolling down, walking out. Find your plank. Let's take 3 big bends and separate the legs just as wide as the hips. 1 bend and push, 2 bends and push, 3 bends and push, lift, walk in, kiss the knees and roll up, roll back down, walk back out, and 3 big bends. 1 and 2, 3, and lift up and walk back in, kiss the knees, roll back up. And roll back down. Walk back out. Last time, and bending 1 and 2 and 3. Coming up, walking in. Rolling up. Okay, people, let's come into the middle. What I wanted to do in the beginning with a large base, just very expansive arms. Yes, so the shoulders are moving away from the center, elbows and wrists and fingers as well. Expansive with the weight coming forward. Now this is kind of like the flying squirrel in slow motion, suspended forward. Yeah, weight towards the toes. Yeah. Now drop the arms back. 1, 2, 3. Now from here, suspend forward. Drop and come up. And dropping back 2 times, 3 times. Suspend forward. And small jump on the bottom. Lightness in your heels. I want to lift my belly towards the ceiling at the bottom. And last time. And 2 and 3. 4. Okay, people. From there, I'm just going to come into a small base. Actually, large base, wider base. Bend the knees. Recover between 2 feet. Close the eyes. Observe yourselves. How do you feel? How does it feel? What has changed since you started this practice? Okay, people. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate it. Let's meet again. Next week, I'll be back on Tuesdays, Thursdays. If anybody is interested in a private class, eventually I can do that eventually if people want, but that would be on Zoom then, or on some other application. Have a flawless Saturday afternoon. Enjoy the rain. It's beautiful. And thanks again. Bye-bye. Thank you, Boulette Blanche. Is that in a... Okay.